We talk about women on a consistent basis on this channel and how women are unable to handle the truth. How women are unable to see how their feministic ways or their entitlement ways is what's keeping them from getting relationships, keeping them from getting what they want out of life, children, long-term relationships. Their mindset is what's holding them back, and women can't accept that truth. But what's even worse is we have men today that are just as delusional and can't accept the truth, just like women. We need to talk about today, excuse me, by the way, how men in society today can't handle the truth. And there's a few specific truths that we need to dive into to expose. Because a lot of you guys are still in the matrix. You're not fully in the matrix. You see what's going on. You see how society is, but there's another layer, another depth. There's more depth to it than you think. And so we're going to dive right into it. Let me just take a good swig of water before I get into it. You guys refuse to believe and see that we live in the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, some of you guys might be like, Myleschum, you said that before. Like, I know we're living in this hedonistic pleasure field, sexual field, society. That's nothing new. Well, let me dive deeper into it to see what it actually looks like. Because a lot of you guys, whether you know it or not, you still want to have sex with women. You still want to get into relationships with women. You still want kids, to get married. A lot of you guys still want these things. And so when you meet a woman on the street, you just automatically think she's, when she tells you what you want to hear, that she's a pure woman. Well, I refuse. I hate to tell you guys this, but this is what Sodom and Gomorrah looks like, and this is what the actual reality is that you're looking at in relationships. So what you guys have to realize about today's society is women can have sex freely in front of people, in front of online, without shame. So back in the older days, or 1950s on back, when society was more productive and more structured, there was shame. If a woman had a kid out of wedlock and she wasn't married, bastard child, and she was deemed, she had a scarlet S on her forehead, basically. Stay away from her. She makes bad decisions. If she got pregnant too early, depending on if her father knew about it in time, they'd get a shotgun wedding, or they'd castrate her out of cast her out of the family. There was legit shame and consequences back then, which incentivized women to do the right thing. There's none of that today. Women can have sex freely. They can go on the desirable truth and tell the world that she slept with 100 guys. She can go on these podcasts and, I hop to her and spit on that thing. And nobody really gives a shit. Matter of fact, people actually want to pay her more and actually want to see her more, see her in action, whether it be on them or on another person or whatever the fuck. I told you guys about the simp economy. So women are having sex freely without shame, right? And then you mix it with women. The easiest thing a woman can do is have sex, because there's so many guys that are not. The 80-20 rule is 100% real. Maybe if you're in the top 40% of men, you'll get a relationship, but the bottom 30, the bottom 40, hell, in today's society, people are saying 90-10. So that means like 50 to 60 to, it's about 60 to at least 55 to 60% of men are just invisible because of the current landscape. So, of course, if a woman just offered it up to a man, he's going to take it because he wasn't getting any in the first place, probably. So you mix in that women can have sex freely without shame. And then you can already mix it in with the easiest thing a woman can do is have sex with another man, because there's always a man willing to smash a woman regardless of what she looks like. Overweight, a little bit ugly, attractive, not attractive. There's a guy somewhere out there that's willing to smash that woman. And so then you guys are shocked that they rack up these huge body count numbers, or sleeping with different celebrities or different races of guys. Like, I was watching Anton Daniels the other day, he's a spectacular content creator, and he played this one clip where this white woman was talking about, she was on this date with this guy, and somehow she told that she had slept with non-racial, it wasn't a white guy. Let's just say it like that. It was somebody from a different race. And the guy, as she went on a date with, he was like, how could you do that? And so I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm like, this guy doesn't understand the real realities of what's going on. So you're caught up on the race of the man that she slept with. Okay, sounds like from the video that she was got into a long-term relationship with that guy, and they ended up having physical sex. So that turns you off more than, let's just say, a white woman that gave that Gok 3000 to 4 white guys at the same time. So since he has a problem with her sleeping with a guy that's non-white, so if the white woman is sleeping with a whole bunch of white guys and sucking them off at the same time, that's more appeasing. He'd rather put up with that. I'm like, guys, these women are having sex. A lot of you guys have no clue what your woman has done. And if you did know, you'd leave her right there. She got trained. She could have possibly got trained by the football team. She could have smashed the manager at her job on his desk. She could have got bent over in the copy room. She could have had sex with, and they gave 3 guys blowjobs at the same time. She could have slept with 5 dudes in the same week. Like, you guys have no clue of the real reality of what these women are doing in their secret lives. And you'll never know, which is actually pretty smart on their side, because these women know too that you can't accept the truth. So, guys, when you're caught up on a woman's body count, guys, you're living in Sodom and Gomorrah, where there's no shame that comes towards women for having sex freely. And plus, you guys are so worried about body count, but if Kim Kardashian, who has a full sex tape online, millions of views, that you can see getting smashed over and over again. If you guys favorite adult film star, and you've seen her get smashed by all kinds of dudes on the X-rated site, if those women were to come up to you in real life and offer to sleep with you, you would take it. You most certainly would. You wouldn't be disgusted. So you're you say you care about body count, but you're asleep with a 304 who's all over the internet. Like, men are just as delusional as the women, which is why our society is the way it is. And so, guys, you're never going to know what your woman did in the past. She could have slept with a dude that has the Johnson that you'll never have. She could have got smashed by 3 of those big Johnsons at the same time. Like, bro, like, you have no clue what these women are doing in their secret lives, and you will never know, because she's going to take that shit to the grave, and she's smart for doing it, because if she did tell everything, these women wouldn't get into a relationship. They would have trouble getting into a relationship. And so that's the video. You guys don't forget to, on your way out, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.